no. I said I wasn't going to let this happen. I said I was done with the transfer window and Tottenham Hotspur this summer, but they found a way to drag me back in. This is another transfer update video for you guys because there is news filtering through that Spurs are going in to hijack Chelsea's deal for Xavi Simons of RB Leipzig. Now, the latest news is this. According to reports, reliable reports this is, Xavi Simons has been given express consent to leave the RB Leipzig camp. He is in London talking reportedly to Tottenham about a move after his switch to Chelsea, which has been on the cards for a month or more, literally all summer, is stalling. There are a couple of reasons for that. Reportedly, Chelsea don't want to pay the fee that Leipzig want for him, and also they've pivoted their attention to Barcelona's Fermin Lopez. So it does look like the door is opening on a potential move from Tottenham to RB Leipzig to bring Xavi Simons to the club. Xavi Simons is said to really want to play in the Premier League, is open to a Tottenham move. There are question marks around whether we would pay the wages that he's currently on, whether he would just want to hold out for Chelsea until the very end. And I wouldn't be making a video on this if it wasn't legitimate, if there wasn't serious reports of something like this happening. But Xavi Simons, it does seem, is potentially going to make his way to Tottenham Hotspur this summer. Now, by the time this video has been recorded, uploaded, edited, whatever, something might have changed, something might have gone wrong. But I feel like we are now at the stage in the transfer window where there is, 5 days left of the transfer window. It's currently Thursday morning. And we are at a stage where we have got to sign some players. Like, there is no more excuses. I would imagine it is full panic mode in North London currently. And Xavi Simons is someone we inquired about earlier in the summer. He is someone who I think Spurs have had their eye on for a little while, but whereas Chelsea have been tracking him as well, I don't think we've really wanted to put our foot in that pot in terms of competing with them. And particularly now, there are reports out there saying Spurs are being very cautious with this deal because Chelsea are involved. We want to avoid a Eze to Arsenal scenario here as well. But the reality is, Tottenham need a number 10. There are only a certain amount of hours left in this transfer window. And Xavi Simons does look like he is the guy we have chosen to pursue. And I do expect, if this deal is to happen, it is going to move very quickly. It has to move very quickly. We have to get this deal tied down. And if the reports are true that Chelsea are calling their interest in Simons as well, there is no excuse for Tottenham to not go out and get this deal wrapped up, because it's not the only one that we need to do. The other reports so far over the last day or so is that Manchester City have informed Tottenham that Savinho will be staying at the club. This is despite the fact that Tottenham are willing to put in a new bid for Savinho worth way over £60 million, closer to £70 million. But now Manchester City have said they don't want to sell him. They realise his potential. They think he's got a very high ceiling. So it's another deal, unfortunately, we've just been strung along for however long now. We've just, the Morgan Gibbs-White stuff, the Eberechi Eze stuff, the Savinho deal. So much has gone wrong this summer that we just need something to go right, and we need it to be this Xavi Simons deal. I actually think if Spurs are able to get that deal over the line, we're falling upwards. I think he's an incredibly talented player. I think he's got a huge ceiling to potentially go to the very, very top. And a move to Tottenham would fill a couple of holes. He can play on the wing. He's predominantly better in a number 10 role. He would add that creativity that we are missing. And I know a lot of people out there really rating. We're looking at a deal of 50 to 60 million pounds as well. So it's certainly money that we have available. And as I said, he himself is in London. He's talking to Tottenham Hotspur. Chelsea are still there. We have to be careful. We have to be conscious. And there is still every chance that he could end up at Chelsea if they decide to pull the trigger, because they do have personal terms agreed with him. But other than that, that is where we are at with our number 10. The other thing we want to talk about in this video is that hunt for a left winger. Now, there obviously have been names floated around over the last couple of days since the Savinho news broke that he would not be leaving Manchester City. But I think the main one that has kind of emerged is Ademola Lookman from Atalanta. Now, Ademola Lookman, if you weren't aware, was close to joining Inter Milan this summer until a move broke down because they couldn't really reach an agreement with Inter and Atalanta for a fee for Lookman. But he is someone that intrigues me because he's played in the Premier League before. He wasn't necessarily successful, and it's not until he went to Atalanta did he really start to find his feet. He was named African Player of the Year last year as well. Helped Atalanta obviously on that journey to the Europa League final a couple of seasons ago. He's got an insane amount of talent, but it's not that superstar winger that we're really looking at, is it? It's not a Savinho. It's not whoever else we've been linked with in that sense. But I do still think that we need a left winger regardless. And if the club do decide to go with Ademola Lookman, I'll get on board with that. I do think he has incredibly strong potential. And for that reason, I'm not against it. If we were to sign Simons and Lookman to end the transfer window, in my opinion, it's still been quite a strong window, even if it has taken until the very last days to be able to get deals over the line. Hincapie looks like he's going to Arsenal. That is pretty much almost confirmed now. They are in talks over a deal. So the defender, there are very small whispers that Nathan Ake is a name being discussed within the Tottenham board over a potential move before the transfer window shuts. And I think he would be a very shrewd addition as well. I think he can play left centre-back, he can play left-back, and he provides that cover Tottenham are really looking for. Manchester City, I believe, are open to sell him. He obviously came on in the game against Wolves not too long ago. Or was it Tottenham that he got injured against? I can't remember. Anyway, regardless, if we were to end up with Simons, Lookman and Ake to end the window, plus Paulinho, plus Kudus, my opinion, that's a very good end to the window. The thing is, we really do not have much time, and it's a very big if at this point. Tottenham have notoriously struggled forever, not even just this summer, to get deals over the line. And it really needs to see a shift in how we approach these now. We pay whatever the fees the selling clubs want, pay the wages of whatever the players want, get the deals over the line, and send Thomas Frank into that international break after the Bournemouth game this weekend feeling so optimistic, so proud to be a Tottenham manager and part of this team, that when we come back, hopefully with 9 points out of 9, we can really then compete on all fronts. But yeah, I wanted to do a preview video for the Bournemouth game. Not been able to do that because I want to talk about transfers. I feel like that has got to be the priority right now. Champions League draw is also today, so I may do a video or live stream reaction to that at some point, so keep an eye out for it as well. But that is it. That is the latest Tottenham transfer update. So if you have enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below who you want Tottenham to sign before the deadline, and I will put another one or two of these out before Monday at 7 o'clock, because that is when the transfer window shuts. But thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all your support. Enjoy the rest of your week. And as always, come on you Spurs. Get these deals done.